Um, Welcome. Hello to everyone who's joining us online. I'm going to just step up here so I can see you all. I am Linda Kaufman, the interim priest here at St. Thomas's Parish, and we are delighted you are here for Christmas Eve. Thank you so much for joining us. Bishop Robinson and I are delighted to be leading the service this evening. And sure, come on down. And the service will be in a number of parts. The first is we will do a Pasada here, which is a movement as Jesus and Mary and Joseph are moving toward Bethlehem. We will have an opening of the service following that, and then we'll have a pageant. Now, I want to be really clear on something. Would you raise your hand if you are here this evening? Hooray! Everyone is part of the pageant. So in some way, I want everyone to be participating. So you can just make sure you're loudly participating in the service this evening. We are delighted that you are here to join us. The service begins on page 1, but I'm going to read you just a little bit before we start. The pageant today, you usually think of a pageant as you rehearse for it and you get ready for it and you come and but today's pageant is what's called a walk-on pageant. That means you don't have to rehearse. You just have to stand up when someone says, "Here, could you be an animal?" Everyone, children, adults, we haven't had any dogs arrive yet, but if there are any pets come, they can also participate. Anyone present here tonight is welcome to join the pageant. No prior costume or rehearsal is necessary. There are parts for, let's see, anybody feeling called to be an angel this evening? Come on, we got some angels over there. All right, more angels over there. All right, animals, up. All right, and I think we have, there are more animal. We have more, or did we use them all up?
One more animal.
One more animal. Anybody else need to be all right, got it. And the Magi, the wise people.
Shepherds.
Oh my gosh, shepherds. Yes, shepherds and wise people. So, shepherds, do we have some shepherds who'd be willing to, I'm a sheep, so you'd be in charge of me.
Oh my God. No, thank you.
No pressure. All right, we got a shepherd. All right. We got some shepherds. And, if you just feel like stepping up, you're welcome to. So I'll tell you when to go back to the church, and we've got some costumes for you to use for the pageant, but please be ready to do that. Our pageant will start right here, and we will move upstairs. And Brian, are you the director and herder?
Yes.
Okay. Brian, come stand up here. See this guy? He's going to tell you what to do. That's part of the service. So, part of that pageant. So, just listen to Brian, and he'll be very clear. All right. So, I think we're ready to start the Pasada. Do you want to say a word of what a Pasada is?
Sure. So this is a sort of a shortened version of a tradition, a Latin American tradition where Mary and Joseph are looking for a place to stay. So 3 times you will hear Mary and Joseph go to our innkeepers and ask for lodging, and they keep getting denied until finally the third set of innkeepers will let them in. So we'll begin with that here, then we'll process partway up the stairs for the second encounter, and then all the way to the doors of the church for the final encounter. And when the innkeepers finally relent and let Mary and Joseph in, we will all process into the service, into the church for the rest of the service. And then we will have a more traditional pageant right before the sermon. Okay?
And as we move in, Joshua, that's when we'll be singing "O Come All You Faithful." So let the Pasada begin.
So if I could have my innkeepers and Mary and Joseph take your places.
Have I got a story to tell? One you may know very well. It has angels, shepherds, magi, and stars shining bright on this holiest of holy Christmas Eve night. It's about hoping that good dreams we've long had will come true. It's a love story from heaven, a love story written for you. And with much anticipating, we've been a long time waiting for this day, so elating to finally be here.
Look, here comes Blessed Mary and her faithful husband, Joseph. They've been traveling a long way from their little town of Nazareth. The days have been tough. The road has been hard. But finally, up ahead, Bethlehem sits not too far. Come, let us all join with them on their journey.
At the time of Caesar Augustus, when Quirinius was governor of Syria, a census was ordered. Everyone was required to travel to their own hometown to be registered. So Joseph traveled from where he lived in Nazareth to his ancestral home in Bethlehem. His betrothed Mary went with him on the journey, even though she was pregnant. Scripture tells us that when they arrived in Bethlehem, they couldn't find lodging in the crowded town and finally had to settle for an animal stable. It was there that the road-weary parents welcomed the birth of their first child and made a bed for him in the hay of the animal's feeding trough, which was the best place they could find.
The story of Mary and Joseph seeking refuge is a story repeated by refugees, immigrants, and exiles in many times and places throughout the world. It is the story of the sojourner, the pilgrim searching for a new land and a new life. It is our story as well. We have all been sojourners of some type at some time in our lives. We have all sought refuge and safety, sustenance and security. Tonight, let us rejoin the journey of the refugee, the immigrant, the forced traveler, and in the spirit of this holy season, welcome one another by the grace of God into La Pasada, the inn, God's house of refuge and hospitality.
As we move up the stairs, if you'd like to take the elevator, please feel free to take the elevator, and other people will be going up the stairs.
In the name of heaven, can you give us lodging? My dear wife's exhausted after hours of walking.
This is not an inn. I don't take in strangers. You might be a robber. I can't risk that danger.
Do not be so heartless. Help us, we implore you. God who sees from heaven surely will reward you.
I cannot assist you. Find someone who can. Leave now, for I warn you, you'll wish you had.
In many times and many places, people have had many reasons to leave their homes and families behind to emigrate to a new place.
My name is Ahmed. I came to US in 2017 under the Special Immigrant Visa Program. My association with US military made me a target for the Afghan military forces by terrorist group. I no longer felt safe sending my daughter to school, walking to the local grocery, or visiting with family members. After several years of trying to come to US, we were finally accepted. I have found a community here where I can offer my family a sense of security. I still long for home and all the family members I had to leave behind.
Come with us, traveler. Come join us. Hosts, we will continue to search for La Posada of God's promised realm of new life and freedom for all.
In the name of heaven, can you give us lodging? My dear wife's exhausted after hours of walking.
This is not an inn. I don't take in strangers. You might be a robber. I can't risk that danger.
We have come from Nazareth, walking all the way. I'm a poor woodworker. Joseph is my name.
Knowing what your name is does not change my answer. Go and let me sleep. Stop this useless banter.
Many who find themselves seeking to make a new life do so because at home the economic conditions are unbearable. We may have heard enticing stories of other places with better conditions or the promise of jobs. We become immigrants in hopes of making better lives for our families, lives we see others living.
My name is Stephanie. I left Venezuela with my family. We're among the 6.1 million who have fled as a result of political turmoil, socioeconomic instability, and continued humanitarian crisis. We walk for miles across South and Central America and Mexico to reach the USA border. We believe we will be welcome. We were sent by the bus to Chicago, but now we don't have money and nowhere to live.
Come with us, travelers. We will continue to search for La Posada of God's promised realm, where we can find safety, sustenance, and sanctuary.
Searching for a new geographic home, but are desperately in need of a safe and healthy spiritual home. We are spiritual refugees and immigrants seeking a safe haven from abuse, prejudice, and violations of our basic human rights, all in the name of religion. We seek simple acceptance, to be welcomed for who we are, just as we are. Is there such a place?
My name is Chris. I left my home because my family would not accept me as I am. I came to Washington because I needed to be on the outside, but I need to be my true self on the inside. I came looking for freedom and a career. I am glad that I found family and a spiritual home.
In the name of heaven, can you give us lodging? My dear wife's exhausted after hours of walking.
This is not an inn. I don't take in strangers. You might still be a robber. I still can't risk the danger.
Please, sir, all we ask is one night of lodging. Can you offer nothing?
If your name is Joseph, Mary there beside you, you two we knew not. Enter, good betide you.
Truly, my wife Mary is the queen most blessed. She will be the mother of the Word made flesh.
Is that you, St. Joseph? And the Virgin too? I would have opened sooner if I'd recognized you.